So today we're talking about a Tudor Pelagos alternative. Welcome back, my little subscribers. Today I want to talk about watches again because, like I said before, I don't just love cameras and music and my cats. I also love watches, and I love talking about all kinds. Cheap, not cheap, well known, not well known. A lot of you will either love this or hate this, but I really feel like it's worth talking about because just as with photography or music, I am a firm believer in people being able to enjoy things at accessible prices, and just being able to use them and enjoy them without having to be judged. So when it comes to watches, our community is full of the ones who accept it all and just, as if you love watches, you just love them, versus the snobbery side where you judge people based on the brand and how much they're spending. So this is not that. This is more of the enjoyment of watches and enjoying a classic or popular style without having to fork out a month or 2 months or 3 months worth of your money. So today in my hand, I have what is a very popular design, the Tudor Pelagos, but it's not a Tudor. It is an Octopus Kraken, and I've had this brand before. Those of you familiar with AliExpress, there's tons of brands out there doing all kinds of stuff. Good stuff with high quality, cheap stuff with low quality, things that aren't even steel. You'll find it all. You'll find it all there. This is not one of those cheap options in terms of materials and stuff. This is an in-between option that I found as a really great alternative for those of you who love the Tudor Pelagos, the Rolex Submariner look, and maybe you already have like your Grail watch, or you don't have your Grail watch and you don't want to spend a lot of money on something like this, but you want to have the style, you want to enjoy it because you like the history behind it and the style of the watch and the durability. So this is an excellent example for those of you who love Submariners and Tudor Pelagos. This Octopus Kraken is basically copying Tudor Pelagos. Let's just get straight to it. But they're not using the Tudor name, so it's not a replica, it's not a fake. They're using their own name. They've made their Pelagos the same with titanium grade 2, which is the same that is used in the Pelagos. The bezel is aluminium and it's brushed, which is nice. It's a matte look. The dial has a slight brushing to it. The hour markers are placed, so it gives you the 3D feel there. Sapphire crystal, water resistant to 200 meters. The bracelet is also made of titanium. So if you look at it from that perspective, titanium, sapphire crystal, placed hour markers, automatic, 39 millimeter, 46 millimeter lug to lug, 20 millimeter bracelet strap lug width, you're getting a lot. You're getting what a lot of these brands are offering at the $2,000 to $3,000 level. However, because this is essentially a micro brand replicating those styles, this is coming in at under 300, about 280. Now, that is really interesting to me because if you're able to get it really comes down to, what do you value? Do you want to enjoy the watch and the style, or are you getting something for the brand recognition? And a lot of times it's not wrong to want both, the brand recognition, which comes with heritage and reliability, and the style. But there are a lot of us out there who love watches and won't ever necessarily be able to get that specific watch. So this is a value proposition for those of you who either don't want to spend that much because it's ridiculous, and it really is when you think about it. This Tudor version is about $3,000 to $4,000. For those of you who don't see the common sense in spending that amount of money on something like this, or for those of you who just want that diver style, and it's gonna be a watch you wear every day, you're gonna take it everywhere, you're gonna beat it, you know what I mean? You want to use it, and you don't want it to be expensive. This is that, and it's pretty amazing. And I know a lot of people are gonna hate it, but there's other people that are gonna appreciate it. That a brand has been able to replicate most, if not all, of the qualities of something significantly more expensive, and making it accessible for a lot of people who are just getting into watches, or maybe they're using this as a tester and be like, maybe I do want to invest in the Tudor version. It's up to you. I feel like these watches have a lot of different places for different people. To me, it's more of a, I don't see the value in spending as much money for the original version, basically, when you know that you have others in your collection that you want to enjoy, and you don't want to lock up so much money on something like this. So I highly recommend it. So far, it's been really nice to wear. I love the sizing. I think the 39mm with this short lug to lug is just easy to wear. It's an attractive dial. It looks nice. I've never had a titanium watch. That was also one of the reasons I wanted to try it out. Super light. It's amazing. The movement is a PT5000, so it's an ETA clone. Whether it's reliable or not in the long run, it's yet to be seen. I haven't tested its water resistance. I think I was a little hesitant to try that out because I accidentally over tightened the crown when I was setting the time once, and it kind of went over the limit, and it just made me not trust that it might be 200 water resistant. But that may be just like a quality control thing. I'm not sure. But I have had other models where I have tested the water resistance, and it's like, I'm not going to go 200 meters underwater. At most, it's going to be in the pool. So maybe one of these days I'll be brave enough to test that out in the pool, and I'll report back to you on whether this got water inside or not. But I just wanted to share this watch for those of you who aren't familiar with this brand. They make other styles from the Tudor style or the Seamaster. I've had the Seamaster one. It looks like kind of like the James Bond one. It's the Seamaster 300. They're great options. I think for those of you that want to have fun with the watch, not care about the brand, not care about the pricing, this doesn't carry none of those weights to it, and you can just enjoy it. Has a beveled edge on the lug. I mean, it's just made well. It's made from titanium, sapphire, everything you want in a watch of this style. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on these type of watches? I know they essentially become ripoffs because they are not original at all, but let me know what you think. Is it fun to have like a beater watch like this to just enjoy? Is it worth it to you to just like buy the original?